Donald and Melania Trump are back in the UK for their first official state visit. Here they are, arriving at Buckingham Palace today. Now, if you remember, Trump did visit last July, but that was part of a working trip. This is an official state visit, so it means the UK taxpayers are paying for the whole thing. So there are a lot of protests in London today. Even the mayor of London isn't a fan of Trump being there.
Now, a couple interesting changes to this visit. You can read into this what you want. Okay? There'll be no carriage ride down the mall with the Queen.
Yeah.
Trump won't give a speech before Parliament.
Right.
And normally the U.S. president would stay in a room in Buckingham Palace during the visit. The palace says that due to renovations,
oh, really?
that couldn't be accommodated. There's no room to spare in Buckingham Palace. So the Trumps are going to stay at the U.S. ambassador's residence. Donald Trump doing this stuff with the Queen.
I think that the quote was, because I know that Trump, he tweeted as he was landing, like I think that the plane was on the tarmac and he was just about to walk out, and I think that he called the mayor of London a stone cold loser.
Right.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's great, huh? You know what I mean? Right?
I still think that's happening. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's fascinating to watch.
Stone cold loser, like he just showed up there.
Donald Trump doing this stuff with the Queen.
I think that the quote was, because I know that Trump, he tweeted as he was landing, like I think that the plane was on the tarmac and he was just about to walk out, and I think that he called the mayor of London a stone cold loser.
Right.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's great, huh? You know what I mean? Right?
I still think that's happening. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's fascinating to watch.
Stone cold loser, like he just showed up there.
Trump's visit to the UK comes just after he called Meghan Markle's behavior nasty in an interview with The Sun. So after that headline broke on Saturday, Donald went on Twitter saying, "I never called Meghan Markle nasty. Made up by the fake news media, and they got caught cold. Will CNN, New York Times, and others apologize? Doubt it."
Well, brace yourselves, because The Sun released the audio of that interview where Trump does, in fact, call her nasty.
Meghan, who's now the Duchess of Sussex,
right.
We've given her a different name. She can't make it because she's got maternity leave. Are you sorry not to see her because she wasn't so nice about you during the campaign? I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, I hope she's okay. I did not know that, no.
She said she'd move to Canada if you got elected. Turned out she moved to Britain.
Well, that would be good. There are a lot of people moving here. So what can I say? No, I didn't know that she was nasty.
Is it good having an American princess, though, Mr. President? Does that
Well,
sort of help the links?
I think it's nice. I think it's nice, and I'm sure she'll do excellently. She'll be very good. She'll be very good. I hope she does.
Okay, out of all the terrible things that Trump has said about people, because there's a long list, to blow a headline up that Donald Trump called Meghan Markle nasty, to me is a bit of a reach.
How was the reach?
They made it seem like he was completely trashing the woman. They were like, she said that she'd move.
Right.
And he's like, I didn't know she was nasty. She said something terrible about him, and he was like sort of surprised to hear that. And then he just goes on and says really wonderful things about her.
I know.
Like, I think that there's a lot of stuff that we can build a headline around.
Right.
Stone cold loser right before as soon as you land. Like, that's not stone cold loser territory.
Right.
President. They destroyed BlackBerries with hammers in the State Department. That's not what one the president said.
Actually,
and
Evan,
hold on.
Can you fact check that? Hang on, Evan Perez. Hammers, fact check that for me, please, on the fly.
Yes, they did, Brooke.
Thanks,
as you mentioned, there were 13 devices, mobile devices, and 5 iPads that the FBI said that, in some way were used with her private email server, and they did, in some cases, just destroy them with hammers when they were done using them.
We have gold. We have one of the largest gold mines in the Caribbean. So, and they let the world. Nobody's saying anything about our goals. Yeah. And who do you think is in charge of our gold right now? The contract. Tony Rodham, Hillary Clinton's brother. Wow. He's got a 26 years contract, and then also Haiti we used to produce our own rice. We didn't have to buy rice overseas. Bill Clinton destroyed our rice, so his brother can sell the rice from Arkansas. Yeah, wow. So they're doing a lot of things. Right now, if there's a millionaire or a billionaire who wants to do business in Haiti, they cannot do anything unless they check with the Clintons. The Clintons are the one who's running Haiti.
According to the Durham report, there was a key meeting at the White House in August of 2016. It was attended by Vice President Joe Biden, President Barack Obama, Attorney General Loretta Lynch, and James Comey, of course, from the FBI.
Obama like his coffee, like himself, weak.
You know, Zach, those are really out-of-date questions. You need to get out more.
What happens if you become pregnant? Are we going to be stuck with Tim Kaine for 9 months? How does this work?
I could send you some pamphlets that might help you understand.
First, you supported Obama's Trans-Pacific Partnership deal, and then you were against it. I think that people deserve to know. Are you down with TPP?
I'm not down with TPP.
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, you know me. Like the hip-hop group.
Don't tell me what to say.
Fine, lose. Country goes to shit. Let's talk about Trump.
Let's.
When you see how well it works for Donald Trump, do you ever think to yourself, oh, maybe I should be more racist? When he's elected president and Kid Rock becomes Secretary of State, are you going to move to Canada or one of the Arctics?
I would stay in the United States.
And what would you try to...
Try to prevent him from destroying the United States.
So you're going to lead the Civil War?
No, I wouldn't take up arms. I think that might be a little extreme.
Oh, right, because you were saying before we were rolling that you wanted to take away everyone's guns. Very cool. Cool, cool, cool.
I really regret doing this.
Any regrets over losing the Scott Baio vote?
Not a one.
So it wasn't heartbreaking that...
No.
Yeah, but Chachi, I mean, who's going to be next? Max Headroom? I'd love to meet the person who makes your pantsuits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because for Halloween I wanted to go as a librarian from outer space.
I think that would be a good look on you.
Have you thought about what you're going to be wearing at the debates?
You know, there's this thing called the double standard, and so I think about, well, what should the first woman nominee of one of our two major parties wear to the debate? And I have no idea, so if you've got suggestions, I'm open to them.
Do you wonder what your opponent might be wearing? I mean, what do you...
I assume he'll wear, you know, that red power tie.
Or maybe like a white power tie.
That's even more appropriate.
When you went to Donald Trump's wedding, did he write his own vows? And did Michelle Obama write Melania's?
I really couldn't see or hear very well, so I'm not quite sure what his vows were, but I'm sure they were great and huge and wonderful.
Like his bowels. Chelsea, your daughter, and Ivanka Trump, Trump's daughter, are friends. Does Ivanka ever call Chelsea, you know, to talk about boys that might have crushes on her, like her dad?
I don't think so.
What's going to be the #1 focus of your presidency?
Oh, Zach, it has to be the economy. We need more good jobs with rising incomes. We've got to make the economy work for everybody, not just those at the top.
We need to take a break. We just need to have a word from our sponsor. Okay.
Washington is broken. The truth is, too many politicians are totally controlled by special interests and lobbyists. We're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
He approves the message.
Why would you play a commercial for my opponent in the middle of our interview?
He paid me in steaks.
I'd be afraid to eat them if I were you.
It's a good cut of meat. I think it's part of the asshole. Well, this has been a lot of fun, Mrs. Clinton. We should stay in touch. What's the best way to reach you? Email?